This is the Onkyo TX-1500 Mark II. In this video, we'll show you how to remove the case, remove the knobs, so we can replace one of the light bulbs. So to do this job, you need a couple of tools. You need a Phillips head screwdriver, and some of these upholstery and trim removal tools can help. Let's get started. The first thing you need to do is remove all of the knobs. Now these can be a bit tricky, but all you have to do is pull them, being careful because they are old, and off they come. Now it's just a case of doing it again and again and again and oh, well, this can happen. The old adhesive has failed, and we'll just have to remove that one manually. So what I'm going to do is just put one of these tools behind it and lift it out. Oh, this one's stiff. There we go. Good job. Alright, 2 more to go. And we're done. Perfect. Okay, to remove the case, we're going to remove 6 screws. The first 2 are on the side. And then we have 2 on the other side. Okay, and there's 2 more screws on the back. Stop. Okay, with those screws removed, it's just a simple case of lifting up the case, sliding it out gently, and taking it off. Okay, to remove the front faceplate, we need to remove 4 screws, 2 in the top, and then there's 2 screws on the bottom. And with the screws removed, you can slide the front panel right off. Which we're going to replace. And to get in there, we're going to replace these 2 screws. One screw, 2 screws, and as you can see, this whole plastic panel comes loose. Now be careful, because the indicator wants to come off, but it stays in place. So as you can see, the original bulb has damaged the plastic here. So here you can see that this bulb is held in by this little catch right there. We just have to tease it open, and it'll come right out of the plastic, like so. And what we're going to do is we're just going to unwind the connections here and here, and we can now replace this with LEDs. Okay, so for this fix, we're going to replace it with these white LEDs. These white LEDs take about 3 volts to turn on, so we're going to put them in series. And as the voltage is actually 8 volts AC, we won't need a current limiting resistor. Let's get started. So first of all, what we're going to do is cut out the old bulb. Done. Okay, I'm going to use some of this prototype board here to solder the LEDs to. So I'm just going to carefully cut out a strip. You can do it. Excellent. Now we're going to make 2 bends on each LED. First one bends it like that. And then the second one bends it down that way. I'm going to do that to all the LEDs, and then the LEDs are going to sit in the housing like this. Okay, so with my soldering iron, just make sure it's nice and clean. Apply the heat, apply the solder, let it sweat, and repeat. So it might be a little hard to see on the camera, but I've actually joined for two LEDs so they are all in series. You've then got your positive and your negative. Okay, so with a bit of scrap metal, I'm just going to solder the end of one LED to the binding post. Yeah, a good generous amount of solder on there. And that will also keep the board in place. Okay, so this is the finished replacement module. We got the three LEDs. But what I've done here is I've put a positive and a negative wire. You don't need those because it is AC and it will work, but I found that if you do that, they flicker quite badly. So what I'm going to do is make a bridge rectifier, a full wave bridge rectifier, and that will eliminate the flicker. Okay, so here it is, one completed replacement module. Let's go plug it in, see if it works. Okay, so now we got a completed module. Just slides in, clips in place, and the LEDs shine through the hole. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take out the old wires. Just move those out of the way, we'll use them in a moment. There you go. We're going to feed the new assembly through the large opening here. And it goes. Okay, and then we're going to line it up with the radio dial. And put the two screws in. Oh, now you can quit. Okay, so now this is AC and we have a full bridge rectifier. It doesn't matter which way you wind these wires on. So I'm just going to do it this way. And if I had a wire wrapping tool, this would be easier, but I don't. Okay, so lots of insulation tape. Just going to tuck that safely inside and we'll reassemble the unit. Okay, so reassembling the unit is everything we did in reverse order. I'm just going to carefully slide the faceplate on, attach the screws, put the case back on, and we'll be back with the grand reveal. Okay, so the cabinet is now fully assembled. Let's see what it looks like. Well, I have to say, I like it. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you found it useful and will help in your vintage restorations.